2021 went in many directions for me this year, for better and for worse. I wish I could just take the same approach as last year, but if I did, then this video would be a convoluted mess. So we'll just take this one step at a time. So, let's begin. Not too long into this year, I had something happen to me. I want to tell you what happened and who did it, but if I did, then things would just become more complicated than they already are. This may come across as confusing and distant, but I promise it's for a good reason. What I can tell you is this. This is a person I had a lot of trust in, through thick and thin. But one day, they took advantage of me in a vulnerable state, and as a result, I haven't been the same since. The manipulation this person brought upon me has made me second-guess myself, losing entire nights of sleep thinking I was possibly the one at fault. Not only that, but the situation has made it hard for me to connect to new people as fast as I used to. To be honest, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Regardless, the scars from that night have stuck with me, even to this day, and to be honest, I'm not sure they'll ever go away. As much as I try to make myself forget about it, it still feels like a nightmare I haven't woke up from, and I'm not sure I ever will. One of the major milestones of not just this year, but my entire life was graduating college in 4 years. It was a struggle, and I certainly had a more difficult path than others may have, but in the end I somehow made it. To this day, I don't think this moment has quite sunk in with me. Even after the rest from no longer attending classes and studying for tests, I still feel like there's more to do. What followed graduation was roughly a month of bliss. While I still had my days where things weren't great, I still felt optimistic about what the future had for me. However, things would take a sharp and sudden turn around the late summer. Since the middle of May, I've been attempting to find a job with my degree from college. To this day, I've gotten nothing other than a bogus internship that ended with the company shutting down and an unpaid casting position with an esports company that ended abruptly. While the initial struggle was something I expected and planned for, I did not expect my search to continue this long. This has resulted in what feels like a rift between me and my family, wondering why I haven't gotten a full-time job without fully understanding the context. It feels as though my pleas and hopes of them understanding has landed upon deaf ears. Something I didn't fully understand until just recently about myself is the effects that college had on me. All the stress I felt, all the effort I put into making sure I finished in 4 years, it drained me. I've never felt this unmotivated in my life, feeling completely burned out. I've been trying to figure out ways to get myself back into the mindset I had during college, but I just can't. It's strange to me. I want a job that'll pay me well, and yet I just can't bring myself to keep going anymore. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of straining myself out. I just want to rest. I've had this issue I've noticed recently. When I wake up, there are two things I see immediately. The first being whatever YouTube decided to play while I slept, and the other being a mirror pointing directly back at me. However, something odd has started to happen to me. Whenever I look in the mirror and see myself, I don't see me. I see someone I can't recognize. I can't help but feel lost as to who I am and who I want to be, and I have no idea how to fix it. This feeling, it terrifies me. Normally, this is the part where I talk about my hopes and aspirations for the upcoming year. But to be honest, I don't even know what I want anymore. Everything that I would want just feels out of reach and leads to more arguing, which leads to my drive becoming even weaker. For now, I'm taking 2022 as an opportunity to hopefully realign myself in the right direction. I still plan on dragging myself through the mud just so I can see everything out to the end, but I can't help but feel I've lost myself this year, both in who I want to be as a person and what I want out of my life.